I'm sure you were expecting to hear the voice of a beautiful elf or a wise wizard, so they could spin you a tale of gold and ancient evils. But that is not this story. No, this is a story of four friends that call Middle-earth home. A dwarf of the line of Durin's kin, who is obsessed with knowledge instead of gold. An elf of Rivendell, sworn to serve and protect the descendants of a once great house. A banished dwarf, seeking glory and proof that there is more to life than what lies under a mountain. And a hobbit of the Shire, who collects treasures of the smallest kind. Together, with their strength, wits, and heart, they will face the growing shadows of the East, bringing light where there is darkness.
You press on. Yoldrick, that cold feeling of impending danger does not leave your side. Elverneth, the shadows seem to grow long, even though you know it's not even noon yet. And it's at this point, Willie, that perhaps it is the edge that your companions have, but there is a creeping feeling that is slowly tingling up your spine as the three of you make your way through the Chetwood. Things seem, and you, Elverneth, with your elf ears, hear a sound. It's not the breaking of a twig, it's not the crunching of leaves, it's not the bending of branches. It is the whistle of wind through cold pines. It is that hollow hum of wind passing through mountain crags. And all at once, you feel that cold north wind rush down into this forest.
I draw my bow and point it in that direction, and I say, run.
The two of you tug the reins. That's as fast as you can act. You tug the reins and your horse jostles to the side and begins to rotate as all of your ears are pierced with as this sound explodes from the northern side of this forest. You feel an intense wave of cold air as if you were at the base of a mountain, and this just washes over you. Elverneth, you see all of the shadows sort of leap up around you and start to coalesce into a form. You begin to see gangly bone-like arms extend outside of this thing and sort of lunge towards you. This thing doesn't have feet, it just sort of ends in a wisp, but you see the arms lead to these spindly shoulders, and you see this thin, like, spine-like neck just sort of extend past this thing and form this ghoulish skeletal head with blue, cold, like flickers of flame as eyes. You see this thing lunge up towards you. And then all of you need to block your eyes as they light the likes of the sun just explodes into this section of the forest. All of the shadows retreat back to their limbs. The canopy extends, opens, beams of sunlight come through, and you hear that again as whatever that was in front of you, Elverneth, fades. And immediately, whatever warmth Willie had mentioned, you are all just completely showered in. And Elverneth, you feel like you're home. And as the light recedes, you see an elf of Rivendell standing there. And as the light sort of fades back and back and back and back, you see a company of elves of Rivendell. She again looks to the company here, sort of spotting you, Elverneth, and she says, "It fled before our presence in the name of Elbereth. Were you all foolish enough to conjure some sort of evil spirit?
We did no such conjuring.
Then why were you a target of its wrath? You spoke of an evil. You spoke of a shadow and a caravan. Do you mind telling me what you saw?"
Of course, Elverneth will essentially recap the story, and I would kind of sum it all up with, we have run into darkness at every step of the way, it seems, over the past few months. Not invoking it, however, finding it frequently.
I meant nothing by it. It's just, if this is your calling, then I wish you everything, the best in everything you can do. Unfortunately, I am unable to assist you in tracking down the murderer of Malor. As I said, we are traveling west and west again, and we do not plan to stay here.
Of course.
This is no longer our home. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that I am aware of the caravan that you speak. We have seen them from a distance. There is a treasure there within the caravan. A power that is familiar to some in my company. We knew that this item had come out of a Region some time ago, but not its form. But I would tell you, I would caution you, it is a trap. This trinket is a snare that would hold us here, trying to tie us to a past that we have given up. I can speak no more of this, save that malice takes many forms. Some are better hidden than others. I will let the three of you know that I have bent my thoughts upon the creature we saw earlier, and it shall not trouble you again this night. It dwells far away, but I believe it came when it was called. There was some sort of living will behind it, a shadowed soul. Be careful where you go from here, but as long as you stay within our bounds, this creature shall not trouble you. That is our gift to you. The conversation dwindles to mundane topics of life in Imladris, the road, the journey west, right? What the Grey Havens is going to be like, how this is Senandriliel's final journey across this. And as the time drifts, there is a moment where Willie and Senandriliel have engaged in conversation. And she is speaking to you about lore and the history and all the questions that you think that Glowfram might have asked, right? So you can take these notes and bring this back to your best friend. And wine flows as Senandriliel continues this conversation. You see the other elves have sort of come about, and they're talking to Yoldrick and they're talking to Elverneth, and you see she sort of leans towards you, and she is several feet taller than you, right, being an elf. But there's something about her that is almost looming as she leans forward into this conversation. It's almost as though her presence is larger as she leans forward to you. And I would warn you, Master Hobbit, your companions, your dwarven friend is blusterous, verbose, a showman. I believe your elven companion has it in her mind that she has something to prove. So I issue you a warning. There is a ring of power in that caravan, and I suspect that the shade that threatened your lives is attached to it, is guarding or watching over it. I believe that this ring has fallen into the hands of the enemy. That is by no mistake resulted in the death of a ranger. You seem the most even-headed, but you are walking into danger that I'm not sure any of you are prepared for. And a scream cuts through the air of an otherwise quiet Chetwood, and you hear "ow, ow," as the sounds of wolves descend upon someone. Arise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are back. We are here for episode 15 of Shattered Crown. This one is called Who Cried Wolf? I wonder why. Clearly we are rejoined by the fantastic rainbow-colored dots. If you, it's not your screen's not messy. It's just Dot's rainbow-colored house. So welcome back, Dot. And if you didn't know that corn causes gnome to fart, well, now you do. That being said, if you like what we do here. If you like what we do here, and you want to support the channel and Gnome's Corn Habit, please, by all means, join us on our Patreon. Link for that down below. Right now, there is a 7-day free trial on the $5 tier. Get access, see our after shows for the last 3 years. Check that out, and then join us. While you're down there, click on that Discord link, join us in the community, be a part of the conversation, be a part of the community. That's how that goes. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves 2 purposes. 1 is when that bar fills, I unleash horrible wolves. And 2, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to these wonderful faces that you see here before you, and corn. Perfect. That's all I got. With that being said, previously. Oh wait, no, I don't do previously on here anymore. Damn it!
Don't do that anymore, Mike.
I just ran like a bunch of like one shots and private games, and I was like, oh wait, that's how I start my old games. Oh shit, hold on. We pick up. Actually, we're gonna pick up with you first. You know, I feel like that's probably. I said you're gonna come in later, but I lied. I'm a liar.
Great.
Glowfrom, you awake in the mid to late afternoon. A nice warm breeze coming in through the window as you have slept off some, you know, it's not like dwarven ale, right? It's you know, the ale of men. But you slept off quite a bit of it because you had a tumultuous breakup. If they knew what it was, it would be a Shakespearean, a Greek tragedy, perhaps, of
right.
levels of breakup.
Well, I'm you know what? I started writing it last night. So just give Glowfirm a hot minute to finish writing it. Okay?
Right. The dwarven tragedy of Yoldrick is what the official title.
Am I about to get Taylor Swifted?
Yeah. It's G Swizzy here in the third age of Middle Earth.
I gave your scarf back.
It's just Taylor the Swift. That's all.
Yeah, Taylor of the Swift.
Taylor of the Swift. You know. Or Swift Taylor is the is the cool kids. So you wake up in the late afternoon. A warm breeze blows through your curtains. You awaken in the light of the shade, of the light of the sun coming through the shade in your room. You feel quite refreshed. What's the first thing you want to do when you wake up there, Glowfrom?
Well, I wasn't done saying me piece last night. I just got too drunk, so I'm looking for you know, me ex. Is he still around?
That's fair.
Roll over, I stretch, I curl my mustache, you know, just to make sure it's not, you know, I don't have bed mustache.
Yeah.
And then
bed mustache.
And then I stretch and I make it, you know, I stick my chest out just to make a scene, and
I'm still stuck on bed mustache. So you roll and stretch and you welcome the day before you push your door open and head down into the Inn of the Prancing Pony proper. You see that?
Oh, we were at the Prancing Pony.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right, because we came all the way back. I remember. I'm sorry,
That's true.
I was drunk last
That's true.
night.
Yeah, it was a saucy time. So you see people milling about as you walk out into like the main common room. You see that the sun has a hue that is far darker and far more amber than you would expect in the early morning. And the patrons are drinking, and people are starting to come in for like an early dinner. You can see that happening. Barnabas sort of raises a flagon to you, and as you look around the common area, you see none of your friends.
So I must be up first.
Clearly. Barnabas sees you as you sort of sidle up to like one of your usual tables, and he flags down.
You know what? No, I go straight to him. I know Barnabas. I know him. I've been here, you know, a minute. So I saunter over and I lean on the counter and I say, so I must be the first one up. You've not seen the rest of me party.
The first one up for what? Les?
Well, breakfast, of course.
It's damn near dinner time.
No,
it is. No, it is.
Well, why didn't you come and wake me?
Don't run that kind of service.
Well, you should. Do you know how much money you can make?
No, how much? Is it a dwarven thing?
quite a lot. I'm sure many folk would pay to assure that they don't sleep in and have the rest of their friends leave it behind. Do you know where they went?
Like a courtesy wake up. Oh, that's a good idea. No, they came about earlier in the day.
Did they have
hours.
breakfast?
Of course they did. They woke up at
They
breakfast
had
time.
breakfast without me.
I believe Elverneth is her name. She knocked on your door quite a few times, if I'm not mistaken. Loudly.
Well, at least she gave me the courtesy.
Well, your snores could be heard pretty far into the common room here.
Well, I had, as you might know, quite a lot to drink last night.
Oh, the whole town knows.
Well, good.
You put on
They
quite a show.
should. Really? Did I sing a song? I've been writing a new one.
I don't know if you'd call it singing or a song, but you shouted words that rhymed.
Enough with the propers. Just tell me the truth.
What?
What happened?
Oh, well, in a term you're familiar with, in Dwarven, you got shit-faced drunk, I think.
Okay, I think both me body and me mind know that. I mean, what did I do when I was shit-faced?
Oh, I think you started a fight with your Dwarven friend, and a lot of the words you said were, I assume mumbles, or maybe Dwarvish. I don't actually know. But it was loud.
Dwarven friend.
And you threw things, and you tried to flip a table.
With Narvig?
What's a Narvig? No,
Narvig is me boyfriend.
The one without a beard.
Yes, the tall one.
What? No,
the tall dwarf. Okay, this is
No,
going nowhere.
the one with
late.
your friends.
Did you know? You know what? You're holding me up. I'm going to be late because of you.
Okay, all right. Well, your friends left with your beardless boyfriend.
Well, don't you? I know. And here you are, just telling tales.
Okay. Well, they headed east, if that helps.
Me friends are Norvig.
What? I don't know. The elf, the hobbit.
They went east.
Beardless dwarf. Your boyfriend, the beardless dwarf. They all went east.
That's all you know? Were they just walking? Were they headed somewhere?
I don't know.
I know you listen to all of our chatter.
I was in the kitchens. They didn't tell me.
You are always eavesdroppings.
I ain't dropping no eaves.
You always eavesdropping. I can tell. You know how I know?
Do tell.
Because I'm always eavesdropping.
Well, then you should know where your friends went.
Well, I was drunk. And clearly having a bit of a public performance. Here you are holding me up again. I'm leaving. You can't stop me first.
If you run east, you'll catch up with them eventually.
Like a to-go? Could I take it on the road?
A to-go what?
Anything. Bread, cheese. A soft tater.
You know what? He reaches over and he pulls up like a heel of bread and he just rips out the bread part and then just starts putting like a soft potato, a little like quarter of a wheel of cheese and other things in there. And he sort of gives you a bread bowl with random things in it.
You know.
Yeah.
In another lifetime, you and I could make a killing at this place between our courtesy wake-up calls and this fancy breakfast in a bowl. A bread bowl? You might say.
You might say that, yeah.
You might. I will. I said it.
Welcome back, Dot. A breakfast bowl. If you run
I appreciate
east.
my food on the go. Well, if I wanted to run, I could.
Right.
Because we dwarves are natural sprinters.
That's what you said. You said that.
Did I say it last night too?
I don't
I mean,
rightly
just
know.
look at these haunches.
I don't know that I'd call them
built for running.
2 C's there, yeah.
You know what? I'll prove it to you.
And Glowbrum just starts running out the front door, bread bowl in hand, and eats and runs to east. I know east.
Yep,
Look,
you know
I
east.
just gave that man 2 incredible business ideas.
That's true.
Money on
That's true.
currency wake up calls and bread bowls.
And bread bowls, breakfast bread bowls. You invented the breakfast burrito just now. I can just imagine you like holding a bread bowl, just running with like a wheel of cheese in one hand, just fucking go, or a potato, and just
I'm just
run.
I'm running. I'm sprinting. I'm eating.
Perfect. Any caloric loss from the running has been quickly replaced by the potato and cheese. And you have energy and carbs to spare.
Except for last night's ale, that's still aching in my gut.
Just sloshing around there. The bread will
That's
stop
what the
that.
bread's for.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus. You the last we see of Glowfirm for right now is as a little puff of dust cloud as she runs down the Great East Road. We'll cut to the edge of the Chetwood Forest, where we see Elverneth, Willie, and Yoldrick are, I believe, mounting horses and I clearly Glowfirm she had a horse. Mounting horses and headed directly east, where they heard the screams of men and a ow 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 in the fading light of daylight. Yeah. We'll say Elverneth, you get there. You burst out of the forest first, followed by Willie and Yoldrick. As you erupt onto the East Road, you kind of came up into the Chetwood, around back to the East Road as you begin charging towards the sounds of people in clear danger. And as you begin to thunder down this road towards the sounds of calamitous howls, you begin to see the shapes of the caravan that you were tracking. They are stopped in the middle of the road, and from the distance, you can see them up in arms with quite a number of wolves as the light fades. They are fairly sizable, but Elverneth, you would know that these are not wargs. What do the three of you do as you charge in here? We'll start with Elverneth.
I guess the first thing that I want to know is, because I don't personally know this as a player, would Elverneth know any way that is usually used to scare wolves off without having to kill any of them?
Fire is pretty much the go-to there.
And it's a daytime, so that's not
it's waning daylight, but yeah, it is the dredges of daylight.
Not fire wouldn't be particularly effective. You know what? I'm going to, as I approach, I'm going to like see if I can size up the pack and see if I can figure out who is the pack leader.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a scan.
Great success.
Great success. Easy. You got it. There is a wolf that is clearly bordering on a warg of the north. This is a massive white wolf. With a great success, you know that this wolf is from the frozen wastes of the far north. It is a massive wolf that is clearly leading this pack. You see that it is back a little bit, not quite on the road, but like off, like in the verge. And other wolves are attacking as it like howls and seems to like have a little bit more intelligence. Like you'll see it like wolf, like its wolf head will like switch towards the left and it will howl, and another like two wolves will launch out and attack. It seems to have some sort of commanding presence.
Great. I'm going to shoot an arrow at that one. That's the one I'm concentrating on. You break the pack leader, then the pack will follow.
Great. Roll me your attack. and parry is 6.
Okay, and this is a rear stance.
Yep.
With a bow. Any bonus dice? I don't think so.
No.
And the parry was 6.
Yes.
Ooh, great piercing blow.
Ooh, spicy. Okay, cool. So injury rating is 14.
With the feet dice.
Let me see if no bonuses. Failure. Cool. So he takes 3 points of damage, and he will take 3 points of damage, and he will take 1 injury. Outstanding. Cool. So for mechanical things, typically against NPCs and monsters, an injury is usually enough to kill a weaker monster. Stronger ones may have 2, may take 2 injuries, but each monster has a injury limit they can take on top of their hit points. So whichever one you get, hit points to 0 faster, or injuries to 0 faster. So yeah, you from horseback, you drill your arrow, you knock your arrow as far back as it can go, and you arc this thing over the caravan, and you hear it into the shoulder meat of this massive white wolf. It howls, and that's all it can do on its turn, or on your turn. Willie and Yoldrick, what are you doing? Noir, you are muted. Willie, what are you doing?
You're also
Well,
muted on
now
Zoom.
you're muted in here.
Nope. All right. So Willie is gonna go ahead and I mean, Willie has no ranged weapons. Eventually, Willie's got to get like a slingshot or something. But he, which doesn't kind of do much because he can't roll athletics for shit. But he is going, depending on the distance, is just gonna push to get to like the crowd. And with that many wolves, he's taken on a wolf before on his own, which was a big feat and achievement in his life. Usually fire does the trick to keep him away from the flock as he's out, alone fixing people's fences. There's the occasional wolf that you encounter. But I think he's going to focus more on taking care of the people who have been injured and who have fallen. There's really not much physical feats he can achieve by charging up to a wolf and trying to poke at it when he can literally be picked up and carried away.
Okay. So you see Elverneth pull up on the reins, knock an arrow back, launch it. You hear you charge past her and into the fray, trying to help anyone. So here's what you see as you charge in. Actually, roll me a quick scan just so I can give you. Let's see how accurate this is. Immediately, you see that because you kind of went around and talked to a lot of the people. You see that Aoin, who was the leader of the caravan, Ederic, who was just a random human man, and all of the dwarves except for Vogar, the one who has the big scar on his face, are forming a defensive line. And you see that the merchant and 2 other people on top of Vogar are sort of in the middle, sort of hiding behind the defensive line, trying to take cover behind a carriage. The 2 people besides the merchant are dressed in robes. They don't seem to be heavy combatants. And with a great success, you notice that there is this massive white wolf, the largest wolf you've ever seen for sure, and 15 wolves that are attacking, circling this caravan, leaping over each other, and sort of being barely held at bay by the line of defenders. So you on horseback are able to break this line and get basically wherever you want to in the caravan. No one seems injured except for the defensive line at this moment.
Okay. So for like an action then I
Mm.
guess. Seeing, quickly scanning, seeing that nobody's injured, but there are so many wolves. Willie has an idea and is gonna look for the brightly colored cart of Maribars.
Okay. It's easy to find. Yep, you get it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like 2 or 3 little wagon things and a couple of horses here. It's not a huge caravan, so you can easily spot his. It's brightly colored.
Okay. If I'm allowed to keep going as far as
Yeah.
actions go.
Yeah, I mean, with the great success, you easily find it.
Okay, cool. Willie's gonna go ahead and pull out some of like the textiles and start like cutting strips of it, and picking up some rocks and wrapping them in with the rock, or wrapping the textile with the rock. And if he can, pull out flint and tinder and try to start setting them on fire so he could start lobbing fireballs.
Love this fire
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, cool. In that case, so it takes you a little bit to go through the different like
that's
there's like
the plan.
silks and shit. So like some of them are flammable, but they'll be gone in a second. Roll me craft.
I believe in you, and also, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'm
you begin
so far away from that.
That's okay. You begin doing this. You go through the fabrics. You find something that's as close to linen as you're familiar with. You begin to cut strips of this, finding small stones you can kind of tie this up with. It's going to take you a little bit of time. You don't actually create any right now, but you'll get a couple on the next round. Yoldrick, you see Elverneth again rear up on the horse, arc a shot back. You see Willie charge forward, leap off his horse, and begin disappearing and doing some hobbit shit. What are you doing?
All right, so I would like to get in the face of this leader wolf.
Okay.
And I would like to use battle to one, embolden the line, and also to draw the aggro.
I like that. I like all those words. Yeah, go for it. So roll me battle. That'll be your action. Roll me battle. You charge in again, leap off your pony, and land in front of everybody. It looks really cool.
Oh, so it's either this or an attack, because I might just go for the
It
attack.
is this or an attack.
Curses.
Yeah, you only get one action in this game. It's a rough shot.
I'm gonna go with the attack instead.
Okay.
We're in forward stance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm swinging my axe. So here we go. What's the it says targets parry.
You're fighting the White Wolf, the White Wolf on north. 6.
Mm-hmm. So I just like to imagine jumping off my pony, like Fast and Furious style, and landing the axe somewhere on that White Wolf's body.
Damn. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I have 7.
This is what I was built to do.
That's true. You have an ungodly amount of attack ability.
Yeah, holy shit. 6 damage, 18 plus 2.
This is how I get over a breakup.
Here's the thing. Glowfrom she does 5 damage, but she never uses it. It's almost like wasted on her. She refuses to swing ever. Maybe one day I'll get a shield. And I can shield it.
Fucking close. Yeah, so describe, it doesn't, not a killing blow, but describe this attack.
Is this the same wolf that was attacked by
Yes, it is.
I think seeing the shot, as soon as it hits, that's when Yoldrick bolts, and then rears up, jumps off the horse, and aims exactly for the arrow wound. So it's just sinking it in even further.
I love that. Absolutely. Yeah, so you do that. The howl that comes out of this wolf is enough to like make your skin crawl. This thing is quite injured. Quite injured. So there is 6 more points of damage on this fucker. Yes. Cool. It does
And
not
if I
look
can, I
good.
just want to be in its grill. So if it does want to attack somebody, I'm the most tasty option. I don't want it going after my.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen.
Okay.
There, bud. I don't want to.
Spoiler
Right now, in
alert.
fact.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, as luck would have it, I'm going to go ahead and remember how to roll for myself. What is your parry?
I know where that's at.
Should be
My parry is 15.
There we go.
Oh no, the total parry is 17. I'm sorry.
17. Do you have a shield?
Yes.
Is that with your shield?
I think so.
Because you are wielding your weapon with 2 hands.
You would check the box shield.
Oh,
if you
okay.
have
So
one
now
in
it's
your inventory.
15.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
That's what I thought.
There we go.
So 15. Let's see what this wolf does. Fucking wow. Outstanding. Outstanding.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Situationally, it's very juicy.
So that takes out of my endurance, I believe.
I think it's a failure, isn't it? Yeah, it's a
you
failure.
failed
I
because
rolled
he
I rolled
got the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, I failed. Yeah. I rolled what is the worst thing you can roll, which is an 11.
I just saw piercing blow, and I was like, oh, I guess
No,
I'm
no,
a little bit thin.
Yeah, so numerically, an 11 plus an 8 beats a 15. However, an 11 is a 0.
Gotcha.
That is the Eye of Sauron. It is a bad time, a bad news bears.
He bites himself.
Yeah. So you see this thing step towards you, and where you it goes to like leap forward, and where you drove your chipped axe and the arrow further into its shoulder, it leaps forward, and you see it like sort of crumple on its like front right paw, as it like you can see that you sunk into its shoulder meat, and this thing that arm is limp, or that leg is limp. You see it like shakily get back up, and let me see here. And it howls. And you see like all of the hair on its back bristle. And as it like has this like rending howl, this loud, long, you hear from all of the other wolves around it. As this thing is sort of unable to attack you, and is sort of cowed in front of you. You see the rest of the people, so Eoin, Ederic, Narvig, Narvi, and the other one, all begin to like attack some of the wolves. Willie and Elverneth, I think, because you have the better vantage point here. You see 4 of the wolves leap over the defensive line and into the caravan. So Willie, you see where you are, there are now 4 wolves between you and the 4 huddled people. You see that the wolves kind of look around, and they immediately start to charge towards the 4 non-combatants in the middle of this thing. And then 2 more of them start to run towards Elverneth. Elverneth, I will ask you before I attack you, so you reared up, shot, did you slide off your horse, or are you still on your mount?
I am still on my mount.
Okay. So 2 wolves are going to come at you with a bite. So the first one, what is your parry?
17.
17. Failure. No bonuses for me. Success. Okay. So one of them leaps towards you, and you sort of pull out of the way. And as you pull out of the way, the second one sort of grabs onto you. You'll take 3 damage from your endurance pool. And let me see here. If the creatures, cool. You are grabbed. You see this wolf latch onto like your leg, and it's like trying to pull you off of your mount. It has not been able to, but until such time as you are free, you cannot change your stance. Which, luckily for you, you stay in rearward. However, you are in melee at this point, so you have to be in melee combat. And your parry rating is reduced by half. Until you are no longer grabbed in the mouth of this thing. And then miscellaneous other wolves do fighting things. And that'll bring us back to Elverneth.
Obviously, I'm going to hold on. Where's my combat stances? Switch to an open stance.
Yeah, so open is your neutral stance. Forward gives you a +1, -1.
Yeah. What's this combat task? Intimidate foe. What does that mean?
In
You
certain stances,
are
there are other
muted.
abilities that you get to have as well.
Oh.
And Mike, you are muted.
I was explaining the same thing you are. If you're in forward stance, you can intimidate your foe. If you're in open stance, you can rally your comrades. Intimidate your foe is an awe roll, and they would suffer a penalty if you succeed. And a rally, it would be an hearten, and your friends would gain a bonus if you succeed.
And you have to do that instead of your attack, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? In that case, I'm actually going to switch to forward stance.
Okay.
And looking into the eyes of this wolf who's got my arm, I'm going to say in Elvish, and I'm going to try to intimidate him. I'm going to say in Elvish, I have severely injured your leader, and I will kill you if you don't run now.
Okay. Roll awe.
Ooh.
Oh
It's
no.
a failure with an eye.
That is a failure. Cool. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since I have a buttload of them, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a little corruption here. And these wolves are gonna attack you again. They are not intimidated by your business. They
Awesome.
seem to love the taste of elf. So because you're in forward stance, that means I get 1 bonus die. You said your parry was 17?
Yeah.
17?
Now
So-
it's halved, right?
Oh, it is halved. Shit.
Yeah.
Either way, I just smoked the dog shit out of that roll.
Yeah, you
25 is an
Great. Excellent.
cool.
Elverneth's gonna die. This is awesome.
So your parry rating is 8. Because it's half, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. So you're gonna take 6 damage total and 1 piercing blow, which let me just verify what the hell that means. On a piercing blow, this is our first piercing blow against
So 6 damage total.
6 damage total. Yes.
Great.
So this is our first like piercing blow or special damage on a player. So you're going to roll protection. So on the bottom
I'm
right-hand
going to
corner of
roll-
your character sheet, you should see protection.
it was
Injury
there.
rating 14. That should
Injury rating 14, correct.
Success. No, that's great success.
A hot damn. Okay, fantastic. So when you are hit by a piercing blow, characters hit by a piercing blow must immediately roll a feat die plus a number of success die equal to the protection value of their armor worn. And you have succeeded. Great. That's it. You succeed. If the roll fails, then bad shit happens to you. So you have succeeded on that. 6 damage towards you. These wolves latch onto you. You are torn with this. You are torn from the horse.
I really like that. You can tell when the armor saves your life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a great
Real
thing.
good.
Yeah, because like if you let me see here. If the roll fails, you receive a life-threatening blow, and then you need to roll a d12 on a 1 through 10, which is a feat die. On a 1 through 10, that's how long it will take for the injury to mend in days. If you roll an 11, you are just straight up knocked unconscious and are now dying. If you roll
with 2 wolves on you, you're dead.
Yeah, and if you roll a 12, it's not that bad. It's okay. It's kind of okay.
Fun.
So yeah, very interesting. That is the rest of the wolf. Oh, that was Elvernet's turn. We'll jump over to Willie. Willie, there are 3 wolves attacking the 4 non-combatants, as far as you can tell, and you have roll me a d6.
Three.
Great. In the frenzy of combat, you have created 3 flammable-ish stones.
Great. Yeah, I figured like they have like a little tail so we can like use it like a sling. So like the stone part is what's currently caught, and there's enough to fling them over. Yeah, Willie's gonna go ahead and just start chucking them. He'll chuck 2 of them into the fray of the defenseless being attacked, and then I think looking around, he'll probably catch Elvernath getting bit and try to hurl one over there. You're also muted, Mike.
God damn it. I will say that these are small enough that I'm not super worried about it. I will say you are ill-favored because this is a wonky improvised weapon you're throwing here.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
He's not looking to hit them necessarily.
Yeah, just to
get
start
the fire in that area.
Yeah. So switch your stance to rearward because you're ranged. And this would be ill-favored, which is on the left middle side of your character sheet. And I'll say here. I'll
probably just athletics.
I'll make this nonsense shit on your character sheet. Flaming rocks.
Bless you.
1 damage.
Thank you. I'm glad to know
great.
my sound's working. I'm so sorry. I thought I was
You're fine. Yeah, so I added a flaming rock to your character sheet, so just roll that.
Oh my god, amazing. Flaming rock.
Hadouken!
Did I hit the right thing? I don't know, maybe.
Oh, it's probably going to pop
target's
up.
parry?
The target's parry for the wolves is 5.
How? Oh my god!
Holy shit!
That's a really bad failure.
Wait, how did you roll a 0 on a 1d6?
Because he has no d6s to roll. He's not trained in ranged weapons. He's trained in swords
not at all.
only.
Just only swords.
Yeah. Okay. So
Only swords.
so we just see,
equals 0.
we just see Willie like smash flint and tinder together, light a few rocks on fire, and just start lobbing them like Hail Marys across the battlefield. As you just see like these tiny, like they're hobbit fist sized. So they're like, I imagine, slightly bigger than a golf ball as they just flicker in the fading sunlight. Outstanding. That's the most Willy thing I've seen all day.
It's very
yeah. Yoldrick, you don't see any of this because it's so easy to miss. But you are back up. The White Wolf didn't. Oh, the White Wolf did attack. Yeah. So Yoldrick, it is your turn. You have this White Wolf bearing down on you. There are other wolves closing in on you. You can hear the fighting behind you of the line of defense. You can hear the bites and crunches and the howls of the wolves. What are you doing?
When the thing howls at me, Yoldrick is going to yell back and swing.
Go for it.
Target's parry was 6, you said?
Was 6, yep.
Okay, just have to make sure I also remember correctly.
Ooh, no dice on that one. So yeah, you swing, and you realize its front foot was the one. Its front right foot was the one that was fucked up, and you see it like sort of limp with that paw off the ground, and you see the rest of the three paws coil and sort of launch backwards away from your blow. This white wolf is going to he is going to let's see. He is going to lunge back. He's going to lunge back towards you, I think.
Okay.
You're in forward stance.
Mhm.
So I get 1 bonus die. And your target parry is 15. He's coming for you. Oh boy, he's coming for you. So that's just a great success. So
I don't agree.
You don't agree? Well,
I think that says failure.
well, you know, buddy, I'm sorry about what you think is wrong. You take 5 points of damage, and I wish that I wrote down what happens when you score multiple 6s in combat. Well, we'll find that out another time. So you take at a minimum 5 points of damage. There's no piercing blow on this, so you just take a big hit there. That is its turn. Actually,
where did I put the damage?
it reduces from your endurance pool.
Oh.
Yeah, your current endurance goes down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's no fun. My 24 endurance. now.
You know what? I'm gonna spend something. I'm gonna reduce his hate by 1, and he's gonna come at you again, buddy.
What the is
Oh,
this?
did you think only you guys had cool moves?
Do I have cool moves?
You
I
do.
wanna-
Well,
cool.
you can always spend hope
Do what?
to up your dice pool.
Oh.
So he like rears back again and bites onto your arm and sort of almost tosses you a little bit for another 5 points of damage.
I can't believe this. I want to speak
It's a
to
real
this wolf's manager.
It's a real tragedy, is what it is.
You just turned Yoldrick into a Karen.
Yeah,
This is
Yoldrick's hair falls down
unacceptable.
as the Karen Bob.
One wolf fight later, he's been asking for combat for 6 episodes. One wolf fight, and he's like, no, these are not the rules. Glowfrum, you hear the sounds of combat, the yelps of wolves, the cried pains of people being attacked by said wolves. As you completely finish the bread and cheese that you had, and you begin to see this scene unfold before you. This caravan, wolves circling the pack. You see a horse. You see what could be Elvreth being pulled off and attacked by 2 wolves. What are you doing?
Okay, so I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
1, how much farther till I get to the wolves? 2, can I line them up, like 2 or 3 wolves, because I have a plan.
Okay.
Like, if I angle myself right, can I get them, in a line?
When you say wolves, are you talking about the 2 attacking Elverneth or the rest of them?
I mean, any.
Okay.
wolf.
Well, you can get to the 2 attacking Elverneth much faster. They're almost right in front of you, maybe
Okay.
5 or 10 feet.
So
And if you run past her, you can get to the other ones.
Okay, so if those are the closest ones, I have been at a dwarven sprint for what? A mile? Some change?
A couple. Yeah, a couple.
Okay, a couple miles. Nothing has stopped my momentum. I'm going to put all that forward dwarven momentum, and I'm going to tackle, shield first, directly into the 2 wolves. I'm going to throw my body into them. Just barrel roll them.
Okay. I like
Use
this.
my body.
You're
I like-
literally gonna bomber them. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's true. I learned it from Bomber.
Okay. I'm going to say you're going to have to be in forward stance for this.
Yes.
Because it's something that will open you up to attack. It's not like an open stance. What do I have you fucking roll for this dumb thing?
Well, I do have a shield. It's not
do.
nothing special, but I do have one.
You
I
do
don't
have a
know-
shield.
And I'm wearing my special leather corset, so I do get an extra 2 to, I think, my protection.
Yeah.
And you know what? As I'm running down the hill, as I swallow the last of my bread bowl, I will suit me my helmet on. I don't usually wear it, but I will.
Okay. Your stone diadem. Yeah. Roll
It's
me.
like a big stone. I can headbutt things.
It is like a big stone. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Since you are proficient with your shield, I'm gonna have you. Here, I will make this for you real quick. I'm gonna put 1 point in swords for you, and I'll just add this nonsense. We'll say
Yes,
that's an appropriate number.
perfect.
Cool. So roll your shield bash skill that I just threw on there for you.
Do I need to check it?
No, that's not important.
Okay.
That just means it's
Just
equipped for now. It's not really.
Just throwing me, but I don't get any bonuses for my forward driven momentum at a few miles.
So forward stance gives you a bonus die, which will be calculated for you.
Perfect.
It's
What is
automatically
it?
put in there.
Parry? Do they see me coming?
They don't see you coming. But the parry is 5 for these guys.
Oh no, so close. Wait. How come I feel like that's not enough dice.
It is. It's 1. Oh no, it's not. Why is that not enough?
It's
dice?
not. I'll
You
just
should have 1 bonus die.
I should
So
have
roll
one.
roll an additional d6.
Okay. Hey, that makes it a 19.
Which is still a failure.
Damn.
Spend a hope. Spend a hope.
Yo, I'm running out of hope. I'm
sh-
always the one spending hope.
I spent
right.
2 hope last episode.
I'm down to 7 if I spend this one.
Holy shit! I have 15.
I
Yeah,
usually
hobbits are
have
full of hope.
12.
Ah,
I
okay.
usually have
Never
12.
mind. Don't
I
spend hope on
I
this.
have
That ain't worth
9.
it. Let
You
the
know-
caravan die.
I need to get these off Elevornith.
This
Will
is
it
me,
do
not the caravan.
damage to
Thank
them?
you.
You can. So you can scatter one of them, but the one that is biting on her will not let go.
If
'Cause
I
you missed.
succeed?
If you succeed, it'll let go.
Oh, so I'm gonna get one, but not both.
Right now, the one not biting her will sort of back off a little bit,
Perfect.
and may attack you next
Okay.
time. But the
That's-
one biting
that's-
her is going to
that's
stay on
okay.
her.
Yeah, I'll roll it. I'll forward momentum, jump into the space, and kind of back the other one up with my shield, putting myself between it and Elevornith, who's still fighting off one of the wolves. We'll get there in a second. So I'll take this roll.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so yeah, you you pull the shield out and you sort of just make yourself a dwarvish battering ram. And you just charge through the wolves, and you see the one that is not latched onto Elvernet sort of and leap back into the road as you sort of like blunderbuss through this thing, skid to
And
a
I
halt.
say really loud, you all left me
That's the
as I'm standing
concern.
there with my shield. You can't just leave me like that.
That's the
You know
concern.
how far I ran by myself? Somebody could take advantage of a lady like me. And I kind of lunge at the dwarf I lunge at the wolf to get it to back off.
Perfect. You charge right in. And in retaliation, the wolf you sort of shrugged off of Elverneth is going to come for you. So let's see here. Your parry rating is what, 15?
Yes.
So bite, you are in forward stance, so I get a bonus, and parry is 15. This one's coming in hot. With a miss. It is so distracted by this dwarvish cannonball, it does not know what to do. Let's see. Elverneth, you're still in forward stance?
I haven't had a chance to change it yet, so yeah.
Perfect. And your parry is 8. You
Ow.
take 3 more damage.
Great.
No injury on that. You take 3 more damage as this wolf sort of like like pulls you closer to the ground, like tries to like rip you to the ground, almost. Willie, you see these three wolves that are sort of in the center. They don't seem to be affected by your fire rocks for some reason, for some unknown reason. You see that there are 2 tiny smoldering rocks on the ground that no one seems to be paying attention to. And you see, actually, you know what? I'll give you this for out of turn. Roll me a scan. To see how much you see. No. Okay, so these 3 wolves are tearing in to the non-combatants. You see that Vogar is slow and like a drunk boxer. He's swinging wildly, haymaker after haymaker, trying to like get these wolves off. But you can tell the wolves are way faster than him, and it looks like he's punching at ghosts. Like they're just too quick for him. It does enough to keep them back a little bit, but you do hear a yelp of pain from the woman in that group. That is the wolves' turn. Back to the top. Elverneth, you have a wolf on you, and a dwarven cannonball just charged in and yelled at you for leaving her behind.
Yeah. Do I have access? Can I draw my sword, or is
Yeah,
that...
absolutely.
Okay. So as I am next to Glowfrim with a wolf hanging from my arm, drawing my sword, I say, I tried to wake you up, but you said fuck off. And I swing my sword at the wolf that's on me.
Absolutely. Their parry is 5.
Can I stay in can I go into open stance?
Yeah, you can switch to open. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him off of me. And that is my sword. Oh, failure. Oh no. We're gonna die.
You can spend hope and
Oh, I
add an
can
extra die.
spend hope. Yes. Okay. Yes, I will do that. I'm gonna spend 2 hope because damn, I need to hurt this guy.
Okay. Roll 2 more d6s. That's enough. That's enough. That takes you to 24. So the damage on your blades is what?
Damage is 5.
Yep, longsword 5 damage. Perfect.
Yep.
Cool. So you cleave into this wolf. It hops back off of you. You are free from it. Your parry is no longer halved. And you have your mobility again. Oh, that's it. That's okay. My bad. So a seized victim cannot change stances, but that's okay. That's fun. That's on me for not reading.
Oops, sorry.
I didn't read. It's not your fault. So you have cleared this wolf off of you. You see that Glowfrim's here. You see that Yoldrick is holding his own at the front of the line. Willie, you hear the thunderous voice of your best friend yelling about being left behind. Wolves seem unaffected by your fire rocks. What are you doing?
Okay, so hear me out, right?
Yeah.
So the fire rocks not quite doing what I was kind of hoping it would do. That just means that they need a bigger fire. So I'm gonna go in my pack and take out whatever little bottle of ale, whiskey, wine, probably wine, right? Wine the elves gave us some wine.
Sure. I mean, whiskey's more flammable than wine, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, look, it's something, right? Whatever Willie's got, he's gonna empty his canister of whatever spirits that he carries around, and he's gonna dump it on the entire cart of whatever else of textiles there are. And I'm assuming that this cart has a horse attached to it. Yeah.
It does.
Great. So as this fire is going to start eating up, especially all the silks, the really fast, like the fast fire that's going to start first, Willie is going to do his best attempt to climb up onto the horse.
Okay. Okay.
That merchant is gonna be so pissed.
You know what? Pissed or dead. You know what? He could be pissed later.
I literally just put in chat, start taking bets on whether this whole caravan's about to burn to the ground.
And
Gonna burn stuff up.
and where do you plan on riding this horse, this flaming horse carriage to?
Well, you said that there's at least 3 wolves, right? Kind of in the center, that are attacking the helpless people. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge straight over to them. Literally just barrel through. They can move out of the way. They've got legs. They can move.
I love this. I would like. I need a roll for this.
I've never ridden a horse, but it's got to be similar to a pony.
Yeah. Of course.
Like a fucking toddler on a horse. It's dangerous.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
8-foot horse.
I'm gonna give you an option. They're both
Yeah.
terrible for you.
Perfect. I love it. Let's go.
You can.
Anything that I do is going to be better than swinging a sword around. If I swing a sword, I'm going to get eaten.
It literally is not better than swinging a sword around. Mechanically, it is not better. You have a higher chance of succeeding with a sword. It's either going to be awe or athletics.
It's not going to make a difference. They're the same.
I know. That's why I said they're
Really,
equally
just
terrible
use
for
the
you.
Sword. You're good
So-
with the sword.
Awe. Let me set this up for you. So awe would be how terrifying this is. If it's very terrifying, you stay on the horse and you like charge into these things. Athletics is for you to basically step on the gas and leap free of it and just sort of send it careening forward. So you tell me what your goal is, to be more terrifying or to not be part of the flaming cart.
Oh, absolutely going to be part of the flaming cart. We're going with the terrifying here. Look,
Okay.
you know what? Willie's encountered wolves before. He has single-handedly taken down a wolf on his own. That is a very important part of his life, and to see these other people be hurt and injured by wolves, he knows that fire is one of the greatest weapons that he has. And if he could get at least even the cart over to the other men and the other dwarves, maybe they can start using the fire in a much better way, in a much more meaningful way. The more fire, the better.
I like where you're, as a hobbit, I like where your heart's at. Roll me.
We're all fucking in heart in here.
Roll me awe, and I'll give you 1 bonus die for just the sheer fuckery of this.
Come on. 1. I pushed the 1 button. There you
I
go.
can't look.
Okay, how about a failure? Hang on.
Oh,
Oh, that's a really bad failure.
I mean,
I
you
think
do
it
have
was really
15.
close.
You do have 15 hope.
Oh, I need. How much do I need? I need 6. I'd have to burn like 4 hope just to even be hopeful to get
just 3.
just 3. Should I burn 3 hope?
You're at
His
a total
average
of
would be-
9, as long as you
need
average out
at
to
least
3.
9 more, as long as you average 3 on each dice. 4 would assure that you would probably make it.
I've got 15 hope left. How do we get hope back?
On your rests.
When we rest, right?
To put
Okay.
it one way, your hope is literally twice the amount of anybody else's.
Okay. So that's a bit fair. Fuck, this is so cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn the forest. I'll spend the 3 hope. So 3d6. Holy shit.
We see a 9 on that.
Oh my
die.
god! I did it!
There you go. That's it. Those are.
Holy shit! Fuck you!
That's worth the hope, right?
That was absolutely worth the hope.
So fucking
Worth
stupid.
it.
Outstanding. So you light the carriage on fire. You quickly scramble down, pull your leap up with the stirrup. Your feet can't even reach this thing. You just sort of crack the reins and hope for the best. Like your feet are kicking it in like high shoulder. You're not even getting it in a place that's gonna move it forward. You just sort of crack the reins and get this thing moving towards this thing. The horse is as confused as you are as you just leap on top of this thing. It like bucks backwards. You have to hold on to like the hair of this thing as the mane as it like lands back down. Just starts charging directly west towards Bree as you you don't even see behind you the fire just erupt out of this thing as all of the fine silks, the wines, the alcohols he may have had in there just ignite. in this blazing sun of fire on this caravan. You drive the horse into the three wolves. The corner of the carriage that's behind you hits the carriage that the four people are kind of hiding behind. It sort of spins out, and you begin to charge in the direction of Glowfram and Elverneth. And with a 23, I will say you can fall off of this thing as it charges to the west if you'd like to. Or you can just ride this flaming cart back to Bree.
I'm sure I got bucked off at some point. There's no way that Willie was able to hold on through the whole fucking ordeal.
So this happens, and
expecting to fall.
Yeah, you absolutely tumble off this thing somewhere in the vicinity of Elverneth and Glowfram. You just doof, as this flaming carriage runs past, and you hear an anguished but not physically pained "No!" From you assume to be the merchant as he sees his livelihood go up in flames. Jesus. Yoldrick, after that fiasco, it is your turn.
How am I supposed to follow that? All right.
Fuck, man.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take another swing at this wolf.
Go for it.
Yeah. Target parry 6. Die. I'm gonna spend hope.
Okay, spend hope and roll a d6.
Should I spend 2 hope?
I mean, you only need to hit 3. So as long as you roll 3 or better.
Yeah, you remember last time.
I do remember last time.
I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay.
That drops me down to 7 hope. All right. 2d6. Here we go.
Okay, that is enough to pass.
Okay.
Let me see here. You have 6 damage on your fell, long-hafted axe here.
Yes, I do.
So 6 points. Boom. This wolf has seen better days. It is not out.
Oh my God! Just die.
It has for sure seen better days. And it attacks you.
Okay.
You're in forward stance still?
When do I have the chance to change that?
Every turn.
Does it have to be before the attack?
Yes. Yeah, because
I can't do it on like an end phase?
Yeah, so when you're in forward stance, it gives you a bonus to your attack. It gives you a +1 die bonus, but I get a +1 die to attack you. It's like reckless attack in D&D. Kind of thing. Whereas whatever the open stance gives you 0 and 0.
All right, and really quickly, what's the speed of equipping things? Because at some point, I think after attacking, he would put up his shield.
It would be you can't attack and switch out weapons in the same turn.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like you can't equip a shield. Oh wait, no, you have a 2-handed axe.
Yeah.
I'll say
2 or 1-handed?
He has a 2-handed that he can use. He can use 1 or 2-handed. I'll say as a fast action you can, because you didn't move. As a fast action you can equip that if you want.
All right, then yeah, I'm gonna be popping that bad boy back up.
Cool. So that makes your parry 17.
Yeah.
Success with a 21.
Jesus Christ!
Coming in hot for 5 more. Listen, Noir, look at me. You made your character. Look at me in the face, Noir. You made your character and you said, I made this boy to only do combat. And I said, cool. Don't worry. We'll have combat for you. And for 6 episodes, you were like, where's my combat? Where's my combat? And here it is.
I'm not complaining about the combat. I'm complaining about Roll20. Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you? Damn it.
So that is 5 more points out of your current endurance as this wolf gnashes its teeth at you, determined to take you down as you are to take it down. That is your turn, Glowfram. A flaming cart just ran past you, followed by an oof of a small hobbit falling to the ground.
Well, that's normal at this point. If Willie's not riding off on something, it's not a good day. So Well, I've got a wolf between me and Elavornith.
That's true.
The one biting her hasn't left, yeah?
She got it off of her. It's still
She did.
here, but it's no longer chewing on her.
Then I just swing round with my axe. Actually, I've got my shield up. No. I'm gonna stay in forward stance since I'm here and I'm ready and I'm angry. And I spin around with my mattock and I'm gonna just take a swipe at this one that's been biting on Elborn. So I've got the other one on the other side of my shield.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay, everybody hold your breath. I don't get no bone. I get one because I'm forward.
Mm-hmm.
Parry is 5.
My parry is 5, yes.
No, so close. Even with
Spend
me
that luck.
bonus? 1, 2. I guess it did roll. Did it roll the extra dice? How do I know?
What is your? Let me see. Glow from. Yeah, you have a 2 in axes, so you rolled 3 dice.
3 dice. So it did. Okay,
Yeah.
well then, no, I fail. I miss him.
So yeah, you swing out with your axe or your mattock rather, over this. Like you have one on your shield, you swing out at the one that's attacking Elverneth. It leaps out of the way at the last second, and you just barely miss it. That is your turn unless you're trying to move anywhere or switch weapons or anything like that. Any kind
I
of
have a
fast
question.
action. Yeah.
All of this burning caravan, did it send some of the wolves away? Are they still circling? Like I'm just trying to read the wolves.
So here's what I will say. You notice a loss in tenacity of the wolves. Mechanically speaking, monsters have a mechanic called hate or resolve. These have hate. And wolves have a fear of fire. So it says the creature loses 1 point of hate at the end of the first round of combat fought against an adversary wielding a torch or other sort of burning item. So by Willie riding this cart past a bunch of them, they all lost hate. Hate is what fuels their bonus actions, like seizing their victim.
I see. So, seeing that they seem to be a little bit more hesitant is how I'm going to read that in the moment. Are they attacking innocent folk?
I will say, because you only attacked and haven't done a fast action, roll me a scan.
Okay. I only ask because I'm wondering if I can't get all their attention. Right now, they've got us surrounded. So I'm thinking about this from combat, right? They are the predator, so they're surrounding us. If I can draw all their attention and get them to focus on one point, we can surround them.
Well, there's 15 of them.
Perfect. Put all their attention on one person, one thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Oh, they're kind of split in 2 groups.
They are
now,
split. They're split in 3 groups.
Oh,
right now.
I see.
3 groups.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's the 2 fighting you. There's 3 that Willie just kind of bowled through that are attacking civilians. And then there's the rest of them are sort of being held by the dwarves at bay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this scan, but for something different, if it's okay.
Yeah, sure.
In the leftover caravans, is anybody carrying fresh meat? Like deer, anything that might have blood or be game.
What do I want? So I want to say no. It's only a couple day journey, so they likely wouldn't have fresh game to hunt. They wouldn't hunt fresh game on this trail. They would just pack trail rations.
Okay.
However, I will say, if you spend 1 hope, someone can have fresh meat.
Really?
Yeah.
Like real fresh. Like maybe they ain't even skinned the deer yet.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I will spin that hope.
Okay.
Worth it. I see it out the corner of my eye. I look down to check Elavornith. And I will use my fast action to begin moving towards the fresh game.
Okay. Fantastic. So that is your turn. As you move away, that wolf is going to bite you.
Cool.
So it gets 1 bonus die because you were in forward stance.
And I've got a shield. I don't think my shield is adding anything. How do I know?
Let me see.
Oh,
Let
what
me
does your
look at-
total parry say?
It says 5, which means it's not including me shield.
Your total
No,
parry...
I'm so sorry. It's 15. It's 15.
Is your shield checked under your armor?
Hang on, let's see. I don't think reinforce, shield, cunning, make. I just don't have any stats in for it. So it's not
you don't have any stats for it. That's why. Hold on 1 second.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. Is it 1? It's got to be at least a
it's
+1.
2. So it's 2 and 4.
Oh.
Hold on, I got you. So it's 2, 4. It's not whatever that is. Cool. So your total parry is 17.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Go for it. 17.
Cool. Total parry is 17. Coming at you with some wolf action. He fails to play. You get away from this wolf. While we're attacking people, let's just go ahead and no bonus because we're attacking Elverneth, and 17 again. No success. You keep that wolf at bay. Several more wolves attack at people. And Yoldrick, everyone, you hear this like cry of pain. And Yoldrick, you can see out of like the left side periphery, one of the combatants has been pulled to the ground, and does not seem to be fighting nearly as hard as someone who is attacking wolves should be fighting. That brings us to Elverneth's turn. You see Glowfram making her way off. You see Willie has been dumped to the ground. 2 wolves are still there with you, and Yoldrick is still fighting the Great Wolf.
I'm going to continue trying to kill the wolf that was trying to kill me.
Hell yeah.
Now that they're off, I'm going to actually switch to two-handed with my longsword.
Okay.
I don't know what difference that actually makes.
So what it does is your injury becomes 18 instead of 16. Meaning that if you roll high enough and I have to roll on the injury table, I have to beat an 18 versus beat a 16. So my deadly blow is harder to defeat.
Gotcha. All right. And parry's still 5?
Parry is still 5.
Oh, I'm not even gonna try to spend hope.
Yeah, that'd be a hot like 4 to get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you slash away at these things, perhaps being ripped off your horse. The confusion of Willie's flaming cart is a bit of a distraction here. Cool.
Everything is not going the way I expected.
No, nothing. I don't think anything's going the way anyone expected here. That is your turn. Willie, it is your turn.
Right. Having like the wind knocked out of me for a moment, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of let it roll over onto my back, take a breather. Whew. That was intense. And kind of like push up, take a little moment to just scan around, see what's going on. Seeing Elvernath quite bloodied up, Glowfram in the fray with 2 wolves right there. I will go ahead now at this point and draw my sword, and just kind of like run and yell, shout, ah! Like just start charging towards one of the wolves.
I love that. The one of the 2 that are with you and Elverneth?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because this will be the closest, I would assume.
So are you going in? So if you go in forward stance, you get a bonus die, but I get a bonus die to hit you. If you go in open, it's 0-0.
Yeah, I think it's just open.
Okay. So then just roll me your sword attack. Parry is 5.
Because there's nothing intimidating about Little Willie.
I mean, open is less about intimidation. It's more reckless. Like you're opening yourself up. Forward. It's more you're opening yourself up to be attacked by like. It's like your barbarians.
My sword. Oh my god! I had to hit a 23. That's not even possible.
Let me look at your character sheet. Let me double check.
6.
Was it supposed to be rolled ill-favored?
Oh, that's.
Oh
a
yeah,
good
you were
question.
ill-favored from before. Go ahead and re-roll that, buddy.
All right, let me put to.
I got your back now.
Thank you. That you know what? I've been rolling ill-favored this whole time.
You only. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Hot dang. I've been doing great for ill-favor. with that hope roll in there.
Yeah.
All right, let me do this again. Sorry. Probably still the same. But this shit's not easy for. Holy sh!
There you go. There you go. Gandalf rune.
That's what I'm talking about.
Baby!
Ironically, if you mouse over your last roll, because you were ill-favored, you actually rolled a 12 and an 11, and it took off the 12 because you were ill-favored, so you just rolled 2 12s in a row. So you would have rolled a Gandalf rune last time, too.
Yeah, holy shit.
Hire me for all your game lawyering needs.
Yeah, wow, thanks, Noir. I would have had ill favor turned on the rest of the game.
Yep, because you would never have thought
because
of it.
it's in such a weird place on a sheet that's condensed. It's broken.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's near the combat stuff, so it gets forgotten.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but mine is like all scrunched up together. I'd have to like open my thing up like super wide.
Tell me how you killed this wolf.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it
That's
failed.
what we talking about.
It failed its protection roll.
Oh my god! All right, so really, after literally setting a thing on fire, jumping up onto the horse, scaring off some wolves, falling off said horse, and getting right back up, seeing his friends, dearly injured, and people that he cares about, Willie literally in the most non-combative stance that one might ever see, literally just holding the sword out straight in front of him and charging at the thing like a child. Just maybe as Elverneth has taken a swing and the wolf is shifting its body, it just pierces right into the heart. Just a direct hit, straight through the ribs, right into the heart, and having the thing just boom, just stop beating right there.
I love that.
Nothing fancy, nothing at all. But honestly, but sure luck.
So there's this moment you run in, and much like the guy you accidentally killed in the hole, you charge in, sort of pommel to chest, and you just run like into this wolf, and it dies so fast that like the momentum of you hitting it sort of starts to take it over, and you with it. Like as it starts to go, your blade is still in there as you're trying to like fight against the gravity of this wolf to pull your blade out. Elvin, if you saw this, I assume it sounded like followed by a yelp and a thud. Jesus Christ. That is Willie's success. I think Willie's killed the most people in this game, guys. I don't know if you know.
I was actually gonna ask, is that was the wolf that Elverneth was already fighting?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
yeah.
wasn't the other untouched wolf, because I would have been really upset if I had hit this wolf multiple times and then Willie comes through
Coming in
and,
Bill Steel
and gets the other wolf in one blow.
So I
did
will tell you
specifically say that I was going for the one on Elverneth. Because
Okay.
I see you engaged in combat. I'm so sorry. I didn't think I would succeed.
So with a piercing blow, because I failed my protection roll, these wolves have the fuck's it called? These wolves have 1 might, which means if I fail my protection roll on 1 piercing blow or 1 special attack, they die. So either one of them he would have killed in 1 blow. So the 2 ways to kill monsters is if you can get a piercing blow or whatever the other ones are, and I fail my protection roll, they die. So if they get an injury, they die. Or you get their endurance down to 0. So either way, Willie would have, because I failed my protection roll, either one of them would have died. So yeah, there's 2 ways to knock monsters out of here. Okay, so that was Elverneth, that was Willie. That goes to Yoldrick. One of you is gonna die. You or this wolf.
I'm switching to defensive stance.
Okay. So that means you will actually end up rolling, just so we know, that's you end up rolling 1 less die to attack, and I will have to roll 1 more die to hit you.
Yep. And then I'm gonna swing. Why?
Combat's
Why?
hard. Combat's hard in this game.
What did I do wrong?
It feels a little bit like Starfinder, where combat is hard but deadly.
Yeah.
Like real
Absolutely.
quick.
Absolutely.
3 hope. We're doing it.
Okay, so this guy, are you spending 3 hope?
Yep. That drops me
Okay.
to 4 hope.
Okay, wait. In good conscience, I have to, at this point, I have to say something. You can do this. I will not stop you. However, I must remind everyone here as your hope draws closer and closer to 0, if your shadow catches up to your current hope, bad things will happen to you.
I don't know what any of those words
So
mean.
in your in the
Right,
heart
yeah.
in the heart section of your character sheet, you see your current hope for you is 4 and your shadow is currently 0.
Yep.
If your shadow gets to 4, like Willie's is at 3 because he's fucked up. If they get together, that's when you get like dragon sickness, and that's when you start to like be corrupted by the enemy. So just so you're aware, you can still do it. I just want you to know.
I said what I said, Gio.
Okay. Roll those D6s.
And watch, I'm still gonna miss. But you know what? You live, you learn, you get.
You
Whoa.
succeed. So here's what I'm gonna say. By 1 point, describe to me how you kill the White Wolf of the North.
I think just kind of playing with the fact that I've burnt a lot of hope in this fight. Before it was about making sure everybody was okay. Now it's personal, and I think it's a Mortal Kombat fatality. I'm cutting this guy in half. Just like it's needlessly brutal.
I am here for it.
KO.
I am here for it. So this wolf is let's say this wolf is rended. This wolf is having a bad time. Well, it's not having any times anymore. That wolf is gone. That wolf snuffs out its candle, and you see it slump to the ground, and you're just sort of like in that kind of, you just like battled 1v1 this giant wolf as you take a second. You still have your quick action, your fast action, if you so choose. Basically what that is for is things like advancing or retreating, finding someone, pulling a weapon, or removing a helm, dropping a shield, or dropping a weapon.
You said somebody dropped onto the floor. They're not fighting the way they should be.
Correct.
He's making a. That's why he went into defensive stance for that person. So he is making a beeline to them.
Okay, so you turn and you run back to the defensive line, where you know that the dwarves and the human men were fighting together. As you turn and run towards this, you see that one of them, he seems to be youngish, maybe middle-aged, probably like in his like mid-30s, and he is like by his foot is being dragged away from the battlefield by 2 wolves. You can sort of get to that line.
Yeah, I'm doing whatever I can to make me look like the tastier option.
Got it. Cool. Glowfrom, it is your turn.
Okay, I'd like to get to the fresh piece of meat, please.
Yeah, you can get to it. You see that there is it's a small dough over the back of one of the horses.
Great. I grab it, I pull it off, and I immediately slam the sharp end of my Maddox in it and rip its guts open.
Okay. I would like a roll here.
Is there a way I can make it without a roll and just gutting a deer?
Yeah, but you're gutting a deer and trying to attract wolves that are actively eating people.
But I'm not to that point yet. I gotta.
Oh, okay. So you're just gutting the deer.
Yeah. So I just want to gut it.
Oh yeah.
And then
done.
I'd like to. I need to draw it away from the people.
Right.
So immediately, as soon as I get it open, I begin taking my Maddox and banging my shield.
Okay.
Hey, you wolves over here, eh? You want something fresh? And I kind of point. I'm trying to get their attention so they see it and can smell it.
Right.
Why don't you stop picking on the little folks and come get yourself a real piece of meat, huh?
Fucking Christ. Okay.
These wolves are equal opportunity carnivores.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Roll me. I think it's gonna be awe.
Awe? Okay. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I can do this. Do I get any bonuses since there's like a gutted deer in front of me?
Yeah, because you spent a hope to get this deer, I'll say you get a bonus. You get one die bonus.
Okay, everybody hold your breath. A great success. Come and get it, you furry, mangy, creepy pieces of garbage.
A great success. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Roll me. Roll me just a D12.
Okay.
Just a feat die.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
That's not actually the worst. Technically, a feat die.
Technically, yeah, an 11 would be the worst. A 1 is better than an 11. So you strip with the Maddox. You got this thing. You're covered in blood. You get your shield. You're banging like blood splattering off the shield as you hit it with your Maddox.
And two of them were. One of them was following me too.
Yeah, more or less. He was following you. You see one of the wolves on this round. One of the wolves that was attacking the people in the middle of the caravan, not the combatants, looks up towards you, and you see it start to like lope over towards you. You see like one side of it has like burn marks as it begins to like slowly sniff towards you.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, tell your friends.
One. You've distracted one.
Well, it's a start.
It's a start. It's absolutely a start.
Start somewhere.
Yeah.
I just rolled really bad on that D12. Yeah, I just my goal is to draw their attention. And actually, I look, Elavornis nearby, yeah?
She's like maybe 10 or so feet away with Willie.
As I'm like banging me shield, trying to continue to get their attention, I look to Elavornith and I go, get him in the last 2 caravans and get him out of here. Like I kind of point to the innocent people. Like they clearly need help getting back in, and they just need to tear ass and get out of here.
That's fair. That is your turn. The wolf continues to come towards you.
Great.
Are you moving away from the deer carcass?
Well, no. My hope is that they're going to choose the deer over, me. But who am I to say I'm less tasty than this piece of
That's true. That's true. Then what I would recommend for you, if you're not moving away, is to switch yourself into defensive stance.
I can do. Okay, I will do that. Wait, no, I have to do it on the top of my next turn.
You didn't actually attack, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, great. Then I will. Yeah, I'm kind of because I've got my shield in front defensively, and I'm kind of banging the shield. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it only affects your attack roll, or my attack roll against you, and neither have happened on your turn.
Yeah,
so you're
perfect.
fine.
I'll stay in defensive stance then, as I'm anyone that I can draw away from the people.
Cool. I'm gonna roll just a straight up /R. I'm gonna roll a D2. 1 is dot, 2 is deer. Outstanding. So I'm gonna come at you.
Come and get it.
You did. So he has a -1 to his bonus die because you're in defensive, and your target parry is 17. Outstanding. Failure. Absolutely. The wolf comes sniffing over to you and starts to try to nip at you. You can easily just batter it away.
Okay. I'm like,
with
eat
your
the
shield.
deer. And I like point. I'm like, well, it's right there. It's
you like wave blood at it.
Stop attacking me.
That is your turn. The other wolf sees what is clearly a less formidable snack and is going to try to chomp at Willie. Willie, what is your parry?
Oh,
Should be middle right.
Parry, middle.
It'll be by your wits.
16.
16.
Agile little hobbit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I also have a leather shirt on, so I've got some armor.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I switched to defensive stance because one of its abilities is to protect an ally.
Yes.
Am I only allowed to do that on my turn, or can I do it as like a reaction?
On your turn. So instead of an
Okay.
attack, you can protect companion.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just unclear.
No, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Cool. So success on you. You take 3 points of damage. No injury for you, but you take 3 points of damage.
It's okay. We're doing okay. We're all right. We're fine. I mean, that hurts. Well, he's in tears. He's a big baby. Big baby.
Yoldrick, now that you're facing the combatant line, the defensive line, you see the wolves again pulling this man away further. He's probably like good 10, 15 feet away from the line, as they are holding off like 10 or so wolves. Glowfrom, everyone hears this. Glowfrom, you see it. Everyone hears a feminine shout or scream, and you see one of the wolves has knocked down the woman in the group of non-combatants, with Vogar and the merchant. And this wolf is trying to sort of drag her away, as you see who Willie knows as Mirabar, the merchant, just sort of like flailing at it. And you see Vogar is just sort of haymakering in the general direction of this thing, as it appears to be pulling this woman off. So for you, Yoldrick, there are 2 people getting dragged away. One of them is still screaming and kicking. One of them is not. That's the wolf's turn. Elverneth, top of the order.
I'm gonna get this wolf. I know that Glowfriend said get the people, but I gotta stop the wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, going after it with my long sword. Another failure.
You're 3 away.
Yeah, I'll spend a 1 hope. Well, that sucks.
Wow.
Sucks to suck.
What a time.
Yeah, Elverneth is having a real bad day.
Having a rough shot. Okay, so you are slashing out at this wolf that is now attacking Willie. That brings us to Willie. Willie, you and Elverneth are double teaming this wolf.
Okay, so
That's what I said.
as we're kind of like double teaming the wolf, right? You know, Willie's doing a couple swings here and there, but kind of like holding his arm off to himself and just doing a little swipey swipe. Willie's gonna, aside from like attack the wolf, kind of just haphazardly, as one does when they're afraid that they're about to die and face the white light. Elverneth, just in case something were to happen to me, I just want you to know that there's probably there's a ring here of some sort. It's magical of nature. The elves told me that. I didn't know if they told you or not, but there's something magical here. And I'm gonna try to stab the wolf, or slash it, or flail at it. Whatever happens,
Great. Roll me a sword.
Sword.
Swear to God, if you fucking crit this thing
again. No, there's no. I can't hit a 23.
I mean, you just rolled 2 12s in a row, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, you blurt this out in what could be the last moments of your life as you just wildly stab at this wolf. Noir, or Yoldrick, it is your turn. There is no more great wolf, and you see 2 people are dragged away. Like I said, one is not moving, one is flailing. What do you do?
So remember my plan at the beginning. I am going to use battle to try and inspire my allies and to draw the attention of my enemies so that they come for me and let go of the folks that they're dragging, hopefully.
Okay. I like this. So let me double check something real quick.
I'm just going off of what I read from battle.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So where are you positioning yourself?
So I am going to I'm by the guy that they're dragging, and I am essentially trying to keep up with the wolves that are dragging them and yelling back at everybody, making myself an obvious target for the wolves as I do this.
Okay. So a player hero assuming a defensive stance may choose to protect another hero fighting in close range on a successful. Okay, so here's the way this works. So in defensive stance, you can roll battle to protect a companion. On a successful roll, the next attack aimed at a specific person gets a bonus dice. So that person gets a bonus dice to defense, and an additional bonus die for every 6 you roll. Right? So who are you protecting? Can't be everyone.
I was trying. It says you can lead a company of men in open battle and maintain order in the midst of chaos. So I'm trying to call the play.
Oh, so you're trying to rally the people, not the enemies.
So, right. I
Gotcha.
figured by yelling at my team, getting the play together, that would make me the obvious target for the wolves.
Okay, I see. You're trying to go for a 2-for-1 special here.
Essentially.
All right, let's see. So rallying your comrades. Well, okay. So battle. That's
right.
interesting. It's in Hearten. It's in
they
Hearten,
make it very broad. So I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
No. That's a good question. So there's a move called Rally Comrades. When you're in open stance, you can rally everyone, and they get a bonus to their attacks, which you would think would be battle. Okay, I'll say this. What's the play? You're gonna call the play. What is the play?
The play is that we're all fighting separately. We're all just kind of fending for ourselves.
Yeah.
He wants everybody to take a step back and get in the lockstep, basically phalanx formation.
Got it. So you call this out, roll battle.
Right. So as you're retreating, grab the people that are being pulled and then lock up.
Yep. Roll battle.
All right.
Hell yeah. Okay, so you have your shield forward. You begin to the White Wolf's dead. You begin to move back towards the defensive line, and you're calling this out in this booming voice. And you see a couple people look towards you. Again, one guy's getting dragged, someone else is getting dragged, and you all sort of start to form a more organized defensive line and moving in step, 1 or 2 steps backwards towards the people who are non-combatants.
Right.
So that is your turn. As an action. The wolves, I'll say a wolf is going to attack you.
Let's go.
Let me see here. Wolves. Actually, the wolves go after Glowfirm. Sorry. So, Glowfirm, it is your turn.
Oh, it's actually my turn. I'm not defended.
That's both. You can defend on your turn. So you're in defensive stance. Defensive stance means that if I attack you, I get a -1.
My goal is to continue draw their attention and get them off these people.
So because you got a great success on your deer situation, I'm not going to have you re-roll that awe. So just roll me another d12.
I said over here, you big lugs, want to stop fighting for your food?
Outstanding. You look around and you hear a bunch of growls. As you see all of the wolves who are not currently engaged. So not the one that's fighting Elverneth, not the one that's dragging a man away, not the one that's dragging the woman away, but all of the other ones start to come around. You see there's 2 or 3 left fighting the defensive line that Yoldrick just made. But you have a good 10 or so wolves coming at you.
Great. Now that I've got that many, I want to make sure that as they get a little closer, I'm just it's like a slow, but I don't want the wolves to know I'm backing up. So it's nice and slow. As they slowly get closer, I take a step. They take a step, I take a step.
Okay. I want to say, so Willie and Elverneth are west, so to your leftish, and Yoldrick and the defensive line and the civilians are to your right, towards the east. Which way are you backing up? Towards the bigger combat or towards Elverneth and Willie?
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, so I didn't draw that many wolves off the other combat. I'm going to go to the defensive line. I mean, Glowfirm would go to the defensive line.
Okay.
So I begin to slowly back up towards the other one, still drawing them towards the deer. However, that makes sense.
Perfect. So you all sort of see these wolves sort of start to get like pulled off, kind of. A lack of leadership now that the great wolf seems to be dead. And Glowfrom, you begin to back up towards this. I'll say one of the wolves is going to attack. We'll say Yoldrick first. So Yoldrick, you're in defensive stance, so I have a -1. You have a shield, so your parry is 17. That's a miss. Willie, you are not in defensive stance. You are in open stance, so I have a 0, and your parry is 16. Coming in, also failure. So this wolf nips at you, nips at Yoldrick. None of the wolves find purchase. The other wolves that are fighting the defensive line just sort of rebuffed and rebound. They don't actually fight anybody. They don't actually hit anybody.
Just because it's Lord of the Rings, when the wolf hits, you'll just yelling, "Oh!"
Yeah, perfect. I love it. Elverneth, there's still a wolf between you and Willie has just blurted out that there is a powerful artifact here.
Yeah, Elverneth says, well, go find it. And I'm going to change to forward stance and essentially start giving like I haven't been giving this wolf everything I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she tells Willie to go find it.
Absolutely. So switch to your other stance and roll me your attack. Parry is 5.
Oh my fucking god. No.
I'm so
you
sorry.
and Yoldrick cannot take.
I'm so sorry
today.
You had such a great first hit, though. Like you.
That's true.
And then you took all the good rolls.
Riding a horse.
Yep.
You nailed it. Just,
Okay. That is Elverneth. Willie, you were told to go. The wolf is still here. What are you doing?
I will lock eyes with Elverneth, and if she is certain, sheath my sword and make back towards the caravan with the cover of chaos. I'm gonna disappear and try to find this artifact. If my wits were about me, I should say if my wits were about me, I suspect that the leader of the caravan might have a thing or two to do with an artifact, or the guy with the scar. But I don't really know whose is what and what is whose. So I'm going to try to find the leader's part of the caravan and scour through that first.
Okay, roll me scan.
Roll you a scan. Oh, how dark is it getting in here?
It's dusky, right? Like it's still like that, those pink and oranges. There's still just enough light to see, but you can start to see stars overhead.
Great. If we could start to see stars, we could start to see the moon.
That's true.
I'll go ahead and pull out my lantern to help give myself a little bit of light, and as well as an extra die.
Okay.
For my scan.
Go for it.
We'll take a great success.
A great success. Okay, yeah, you easily find the Aerix caravan. Like you see his horse, small wagon with all of his things packed on it, that is sort of off to the side of the road, a little bit a ways. You look at all the different horses, you identify which one is his, and you immediately make a beeline over towards that. Now, are you carefully going through this, or are you ransacking this?
Ransacking this. Willie just set a cart on fire. Do you think he cares about what's going on at this point? No, he's just gonna start pulling some stuff out.
Okay. Fan freaking tastic. You begin. Because you rolled a great success, I'm not going to make you roll twice. You begin just throwing things, right? It's going to take a little bit of time. You begin throwing things, pulling things, like opening up bags, reaching your hand in, finding like coin. You're looking for this ring. You take the rest of your turn and probably next turn to do so, to try to find this thing. So that is Willie's turn. It goes to Yoldrick. You are with the line. The line is backing up. Again, you can kind of see Glowfrom is walking towards you. You did see that a bunch of the wolves sort of peeled off and seem to be doing their own thing. And those 2 people are still getting pulled away. And there are still 3 wolves on the line.
I am going to switch over to open stance until the 2 people on my side close the gap and make a beeline towards one of the guys getting pulled and attack the wolf pulling him.
Okay. Are you trying to command with battle, or are you just telling them?
I'm just telling them because I can't afford to not attack this thing that's pulling them. So
that's
it's
fair.
Just like I can only hope that the commands that I've given ahead of time have prepared them to
Cool.
fill
We'll see what happens on their turn. You issue the order, and are you attacking a wolf?
Yep. Here we go.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Cool. So 6 points of damage. No injury on this. So you lay into one of these wolves. Not enough to kill it, but you knock some sense into this wolf.
Does it at least let the kid go or let the person go?
So the other person's like 10 feet away, being dragged into the field. So unless you charged at that one,
I was going for the one that was closest to pulling somebody away from us.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So then you left the. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
That's why I was telling them to fill the ranks because I'm not going to be back soon.
I thought you were telling them to go kill that guy. Got it. So you break ranks. You run towards that. You strike this thing in its side. It sort of stumbles away, lets go of this person, you have a chance. You can grab him. You're not going to get very far, but you can grab him if you want, or stay and fight this wolf on your next turn.
I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab whoever this person is. I'm just going to tell them, just hold on. I'm going to get you back, and I don't know if I can do this, but I would much rather drop my shield and have my free arm holding an axe than to put my axe away to grab this guy and just have.
Yeah, you can absolutely literally drop your shield to the ground. That's totally fine. So you have axe and you're like fireman carrying this person as you back up. Awesome. That is Yoldrick's turn. That goes to Glowfrom.
Okay, how close am I? You said there are 3 wolves left?
There are the 3 on the line. Sorry, I'm wrong. There's 2 on the line. There's the one that is that Yoldrick is now fighting, the one that is pulling someone away, and the one that Elvin is fighting.
I'll go after the one pulling the person away.
Okay, great.
Glowfrom will run over and just take a big swing at the one. I'm gonna change from defensive stance to open.
Okay, great.
And take a hit with this mattock here.
Go for it. Parry is 5.
Oh, failed.
Okay. So you run over there and you swing, and this thing, like, just the way it's moving, it like lopes underneath you. You swing over its head as it jerks and pulls this woman who is frantically fighting and flailing as it pulls her towards the side of the road into the grass. That is your turn. The wolves continue doing wolf things. One of them is going to attack Yoldrick. You're in open stance, so I don't get any bonuses. Your parry is now 15. I fail. Elverneth is in forward stance, so I get 1 bonus. Your parry is 17. Right? 17? Yeah. I attack. I do a great success. You take 3 points of damage. That is my turn for the wolves. Yoldrick, you see the ranks close around you. Willie and Glowfrom, you are towards the center of the caravan. You hear or you feel this like sudden temperature drop. Willie, you have experienced this before. And for a split second, you feel the temperature drop, and you're like, oh, that's and it's just enough for you to peek your head up, and all of you hear this as all of the shadows all of the shadows being created by the fire, the little stones on fire, the light begin to coalesce, and right in front of you, Glowfram, you see these shadows swirl and morph into a vaguely humanoid shape. You see these long, spindly, bone-like arms protrude out of this shadow cloud. A spine-like neck appears out of the top of it and forms this like ghoulish, gasping skull face as this thing slams that wolf. You see its claws rend into its hide, frost bristles across its back. The blood begins to freeze immediately as this thing cleaves away from
Would
this
you
wolf.
say it's frozen like the man in the well?
One could say that. One can say that. One could.
I did not roll out of bed this morning for this.
You
Run
see it
2 miles.
It's true. You see it cleave into the wolf. The wolf lets out this agonizing sound as it slumps over. The creature turns towards you and then turns towards the group of civilians that are sort of being hounded. And you see it rush towards that and then disappears in shadowy wisps and is gone. That is a turn that happened. You have a question, Dot? It looks like you have.
No, I think Glowfram's a bit confused.
Great. That brings us to Elverneth.
Okay. All right, I'm obligated to ask if there's any trees around.
There are not close enough to do anything with.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sorry.
Yeah, they're on a road and there's like grass, like there's like bushes and shit on the side of the grass, but nothing big enough to climb into.
I have a question. If I start singing a song, can I still also attack?
If you start singing a song,
Mhm.
does the song do anything mechanically?
I don't know.
Okay, then
But
yes.
Elverneth is hoping she's going to start singing the Elbereth.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll tell you what. As a fast action, roll me song.
Okay. I'm not great at song, but
That's
we'll
okay.
take it. We'll take it. Where is it? It's over here.
This is one of those, like, there's a lot going on. This might not be the best time to sing. Can you recall all the words, the tune, while you're also fighting? It's not like it's a battle song, right?
Yeah, no.
Close. You could spend
You
a
know
hope.
what? I'm gonna spend a hope for this
Go for
one.
it.
This one would
Because
this one would be
is-
worth it.
This is exactly what kind of song that gives hope.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that will be a 16.
I like it. Roll me your attack with a bonus of 1.
Whew.
I'm literally holding my breath waiting for this roll.
Oh, thank God. A great success.
How? Okay, great. You
Because Roll20 owed me for
It
all
did.
of the fucking misses.
It did. That was such a spicy roll too. Like that was all over the place. Cool. Because you're weary. So you actually lose a die. So describe how you kill this wolf.
So everyone would hear this elvish song start billowing out of
What's it called again?
Elverneth. It's hold on. I'm just going to paste it into our
It's like the hymn of Elberneth or something like that.
Essentially
Elberneth,
it's
Gilthoniel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Something,
it's
something.
called Elbereth Gilthoniel.
Get low
Yes.
by the Yin Yang twins.
That's what it is. It's the whisper song.
Wait till you see my hit.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Yeah. So as she does that, she takes one more strike at the wolf and just cuts its head clear off.
Cool. So everyone hears this like lilting. It's not a battle song, right? It's in Sindarin. It just starts to like slowly creep out, right? Of this elvish song. And I'll say, just for dramatic effect, Elverneth, you get to the second verse as you're like sort of kind of almost like pumping yourself up, right? And you get to thee I cry here beneath the shadow of death as you slice into this wolf and introduce it to said shadow. It slumps down at the ground, freeing you from combat. You see a pack of these wolves are dragging this deer carcass away. You see that Willie is tossing a caravan. Glofram is stunned in front of a chilled corpse of a wolf. And you see that the defensive line is doing their best. Like you see one of the wolves go down, a second wolf goes down, and Yoldrick, it is you 1v1 this wolf. You have a guy on your shoulder. What are you doing?
It's yeah, I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I just run back, he's gonna get an attack, and or at least I think that's how it works.
There's not really an attack of opportunity, but they go after you, so yes.
Yeah. And there's a chance that this guy gets hit. We can't have that. So we're gonna swing. Shoot it.
Unfortunately.
Not
You look like
doing
you're
it.
trying to burn some hope right now, and I don't know if I'm gonna let you.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
I saw the hope cogs move in your head, and I was like, this boy is gonna.
This
He's gonna hurt.
it would drop me to 3.
Yeah, this dwarf is gonna be hurt. So you swing at this thing, and you can still sort of back up, protecting this kid. Glofram, it is your turn.
Wait, did I go?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. You're supposed to go
skipped
after.
Willie.
Yeah, you're supposed to go after Elverneth. I apologize.
That's okay. It's
Willie,
okay. It's okay.
sorry.
I was just like, oh shit.
Sorry.
There's some shit going down. I got to do some shit real fast.
What,
It's
what
really
are
easy
you
turn.
doing?
Not pissing my pants, that's for sure.
Great.
I haven't felt the cold. I'm cold. The cold chill of death, bleeding from my arm, and I'm not having a lot of success in this cart. So I'm gonna go ahead and with my lantern, kind of like look around again and try to just maybe if I were hiding the shiny, I really wanted to hide the shiny. Where to hide the shiny? I don't know if I could like roll riddle and try to think.
You know what? I do want you to roll riddle, actually.
Okay. No, I've got a very limited time. Roll a success.
You are tearing this small cart and bags apart, trying to find this ring. It's a small ring. It's a ring, right? Could be hidden anywhere. Could be hidden in the lining of something. You're ripping things apart, right? Especially if they know what it is, it would be hidden well. And you're thinking, where would I hide this? If I were carrying some sort of ancient artifact, where would I put it? And as you rack your brain, you recall you weren't exactly paying attention. You were talking about sales and artifacts and items and buttons and thimbles, but you remember hearing something happening over delicious olives and fruit. You remember hearing a whisper of the shade may be attached to and or defending this item of malice hidden within the caravan. And you think about what you just saw with the wolf and the shade, And maybe it's not the caravan master who has the ring, if the shade is attached to it. So that's what you think. What do you do?
Well, if it's not going to be the caravan master, I've got to move on to the next best guess. I want to take a look around. If I were going to be a conjured man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's not holding a weapon and fending off? Aside from Merbar, there's 2 people that were carried away. It's not going to be them.
So there is, in the center, there is the
Right.
woman who was
So
carried away.
the woman. So she's out.
There's Mirabar, who
There's
was doing his best flailing. I imagine Mirabar is like the advisor for Mulan, right? The kind of
That's how I pictured him the entire time.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
there's
I love
Vogar, who was a dwarven hero who got his head smashed in by a orcish axe.
Right.
And he's just addled. He's doing his
Probably.
best with fists. And there is another man who you don't know the name of, who is with them, who is not so much holding his own. He's not really fighting. There's not really any more wolves there. But you saw that he was in the 4 people that were getting attacked. Only the woman is being dragged away. So all 4 of those people do not have weapons.
Okay. Does it look like the woman is being dragged away intentionally?
Well, I will say this. Because you didn't look at the time, she is no longer being dragged away because the shade appeared and slashed the shit out of the wolf that was dragging her away.
Oh, killed that.
And
Okay.
and Glowfrom was going after her to save her. I was trying to fend that wolf off. That's how I saw the shade.
Okay. So she's alive?
She's alive. She was screaming and flailing. She was definitely not trying to be pulled away.
It's not gonna be her. Fuck. I don't know if Gnome's smart enough to figure this out.
Hold on. Hold on. The shade attacked the wolf who was trying to drag her away.
It protected her.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? All right. How far away are they?
From you, maybe 10 feet.
10 feet?
You can easily get there right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pocket my sorry, it's chaos time. Pocket the lantern and kind of stealthily, quietly, I'm gonna do a burgle.
On her person?
On her person.
Okay.
Glowfrom standing right there.
Great.
She's gonna
Glowfrom can do a distraction.
But I don't know. You're stealing nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing.
But I could go.
Where are you trying to burgle?
All right. Willie's going through his mind. If he's going to be pocketing something that's going to be special, Willie has special things on him. They're going to be either sewn in somewhere, hidden, embedded. It's not going to be typically where you'd find it. It's not a place that you're going to drop it. It's not a place that you're going to lose it. Fuck, she's wearing it. Don't notice if she's wearing it.
Not from where you are.
Well, I got to get closer. I'm going to get closer.
Okay, you walk over to her and you're going to look.
I'm going to quietly be walking over.
Okay.
I want to try to at least lock eyes with Glowfrom and be like.
Okay, here's what I'll say. For mechanical purposes, you can either scan to look her over and see if you can see if she's wearing it in a visible fashion, or you can be stealthy because you already rolled riddle as your fast action, so you can do one of the 2 of those.
One of the 2. Okay. Oh boy. I'll scan.
Okay, roll it.
Because if I can clock it and get word to Elverneth is faster than me.
We're gonna rob this poor woman. Glowfrom has no idea why.
I'll take a success.
Okay. You look at this woman, you look her over, and you do not see any rings on her finger. You do not see any rings like hidden in her hair. Nothing appears to be. I mean, she's still a little shaken up. She's just getting dragged away by a wolf. But her hands are up, and you can see her hands, her fingers. There's no sort of ring on there. It's not disguised as like a hoop earring. As far as you can tell, she does not seem to have this outwardly on her person. If she has it, if you are correct, it may be hidden on her person.
Okay, noted.
But it is not visible.
Noted.
Okay. That is your turn. Glowfrom.
Now it's Glowfrom's turn.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do what I planned on doing, which is
You also see Yoldrick is still fighting one of the wolves.
Oh.
He is trying to rescue a man.
Okay, I immediately help this woman up, make sure she's okay. Can she walk?
Yeah, you get her up to the best of your size difference ability. Her ankle is not mangled, but definitely it's fucked up. And she tries to put pressure on it, and she stumbles. She can hobble back to the rest of like the non-combatant group.
Okay, I say go while I point to like the wolves eating the deer. Go while they're distracted. Hide yourself.
Okay. She moves towards this. You get a sense of like, I don't know, vaguely religious kind of like she's like robes, and she looks like they're not like very vaguely missionary about her.
And I go, bind that ankle, it's bleeding.
She looks to you and just sort of nods as she hobbles towards everyone.
And then I will turn and run to support Yoldrick.
Okay. So you can do that. You run, that's your fast action, and make me an attack.
I'll stay in open stance as I just come in full swing with the Matic.
Yep.
How is it 20?
Let me take a look. Glowfrom.
That seems high, don't it?
Your target number is 15.
I guess it's 15. Plus 15. Their parry?
Yeah. Yep.
Plus 5.
Oh, so I can't hit a 20. I even rolled 2 6s on that. That was a good roll.
You did roll 2 6s. 12 plus. Yeah, I mean, if you roll a 9, you can hit an 8 or a 9 on the feat die. You can hit a 20. You just roll the 4 on the feat die. That is.
Well, I come in to at least distract it, even though I don't hit it. I just want to get it off Yoldrick a bit.
You come in hot. Elverneth, your friends are fighting what appears to be the last wolf.
Yep. Taking a rear stance, I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
Hell yeah.
Pretty shaky though, because I'm fucked up. So who the hell knows? Weary failure. Yeah.
So you arc back. This arrow goes wide. Unfortunately,
actually watching Elverneth can see like her bow is actually shaking as like her arm, which is bleeding profusely and very much mangled up, is holding it.
Yeah. Willie.
Oh, Glowfrom sets me up for some really good stuff here. The woman, wary with a mangled ankle, right? Is not able to go anywhere very fast. Being the clearly kind-hearted soul that he is, he's going to go ahead and assist her. Ram, this way. Come on. I help you over here. And as he's kind of like helping and guiding her, she comes to him. We're going to do a burgle.
Roll me. Let me see here. Roll me a stealth. Willie, because you're also a burglar. You get a bonus 1.
I got a bonus 1. I am a burgle.
You are a burgle.
Great success.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Oh shit.
You with deft little fingers, you take her by the hand, you slide up the hand. Maybe it's on a bracelet. You're trying to like move her along and like support her weight. Your hand slips in a pocket, slips in the other pocket, slips in a side pouch. You're giving her the business. With a great success, here's what I'm going to tell you. Everywhere that you can reach, there is not a ring. Unfortunately, you are a hobbit, and she is a human, and your hands only go so high. So everywhere that you can reach, you cannot find a ring. That will be your turn. You move and try your best to burgle her. We'll jump over to
But
Yoldrick.
only as high as he can reach.
Only as high as he can reach. Listen, height is important in the world of Middle Earth, man. There's a reason why Bilbo's sword was a knife. It was a knife for a human. Yoldrick, it is your turn.
Seeing Glowfrom come, I'm gonna just move in front of the wolf so that it keeps its eyes on me. And I'm going to like slowly drop the other person by Glowfrom's feet and just go take him back. And if I could, I'd like to switch my stance to forward.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna take a swing.
Hit it.
Parry 5.
Yes. Yep. Sorry. Do you want to spend a hope?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. You don't even have to roll. If you spend a hope, you succeed. Because you're at 1 point away. So that is 6 points of damage. Describe how you kill this wolf.
I just kind of drop the person I'm helping to Glowfrom and just take care of him. And then it's almost without even thinking about it, he just swings the axe behind him and it goes straight into the thing's neck.
Love it. I love it. So we have Elverneth off in the distance, limping her way towards the center of the group. Willie is helping the old lady cross the street. Glowfrom and Yoldrick are helping to pull this young man back towards the center of the group. The defensive line crumbles and falls back. There's a lot of like confusion and looking for things, and the cart's missing, and everyone just sort of gathers around and intermingles as you all come together in here. The last thing I want to do is, Willie, I would like you to roll me a scan, but because you are preoccupied, I'm going to say you're ill-favored.
I'm what? I'm ill-fated?
Ill-favored.
Ill-favored? Okay.
Yeah, you're feeling her up, so you can't really like.
Can't feel her up, got to feel her down.
Well, you know,
Feel her up,
halfway. Halfway.
Hey, this hobbit's getting fresh.
That even ill-favored, that is a success, motherfucker.
Okay. Willie, in the jostle of people, you look around, and maybe it's because you're at a far different vantage point than everyone else, but you look around and you didn't see what happened. You know what you saw happen a mere few seconds ago, but you look back, for some reason, maybe you hear a noise. There is a dagger inside the wound of the wolf that was absolutely not there a second ago. Someone might be covering something up. And that's where we end this episode of The Shattered Crown. Da, 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 da.
I hope y'all ready to fight Yoldrick, because I'm going to the dark side, baby.
Mystery.
For clarification.
Yeah.
That dagger is in the iced wolf.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It is in the wound cleaved by the shade.
Okay.
And it was
We
not
may
there before.
not be CSI, but I'm seeing a pattern.
Your best guess is no one else saw that. Is no one else saw this shade. So that's where we will end this episode. I will let you know, patrons and viewers, there will be no after show for this episode. We ran late, and Diablo 4 came out, and I'm going to play that shit right now. So we're going to go around, do our introductions, and we're going to get the hell out of here so I can go do nerd shit. So we will start with Aris. Aris, who are you? Where can we find you? I'm sorry for your roles. And what are you up to?
Hi, I'm Eris Savad. When I'm not getting my ass kicked here on this channel, I make things. You can find the things that I make at erisavad.com. I just had a huge update today. So there's a new pre-order for Pride Month. There's a spring cleaning sale. There's all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. Tomorrow, the first of an entire shoe line comes out every Friday in June. I'm dropping some sneakers and some slip-ons. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I saw the shoes. That was pretty cool. I didn't even know that was an option. That's pretty dope.
I've been working real hard on a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's jump over to Gnome. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Yo, what's up? I'm Gnome. I've got a new project that I'm working on. It's called Life in Luca. You could go to lifeinluca.com or, I don't know, follow me on Twitter. I'm doing a giveaway over there right now. I talk about budgeting and journaling and stationery and art and just things that I'm really into in improving the quality of life through experiences. Figured I'd try to diversify my content a bit and just try something new. So there's that. And yeah, I don't know. Hit me up there. Thanks.
Hell
Bye.
Yeah. Awesome. Noir, again, I'm sorry for your roles as well. But who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to?
It's fine. Hi everybody, I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Nigga. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Over on Cryptic Studios, we just ended our Star Trek Perseverance run. So Mondays you can find me back on Q Times for season 2 of our alien game, Beacon. Also have a couple of exciting projects that I can't quite talk about yet, but I can say that I'm sick of everybody showing love to vampires. There are other creepy monsters out there that need some love too. And the only other thing that I'm proud of is I finally have a water bottle with stickers on it. That's it.
You gay!
We love a water bottle. Last but definitely not least,
buddy. That's why I did it.
Ridiculous. Last but definitely not least, Dot, welcome back. We loved you. We missed you. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
Hi, friends. I am Little Red Dot. You can find me online where they are found. I have been super busy. As you can see, I'm not in my usual place because this is my new usual place. I've officially moved. My life is kind of nuts right now. But I'm back. And this channel has 12-year-olds on it. Was that a laugh at nuts?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We are 12-year-olds. Dot, how long have you been?
Sorry,
I was like 12-year-olds. Who invited children to my show? No, it's us. Yeah.
That being said, yeah.
I don't associate with 12-year-olds anymore.
Yeah. I'm too mature for that, Mike. You can find me doing childish things like I do on this channel all over the place. Work for Cobalt Press. Check out D3 at Sea. I'm going to be running an Aliens campaign this time on the cruise ship. And for all of you, it will be canon to our game on Mike's channel because that's how I like to run my stuff. So you can also check out the new Fallout Winter of Adam book that I wrote on, which is pretty hot to trot right now. And then you should check out Gnome's amazing editing skills on a podcast I happen to be a part of called Pod by Night K.
That's true. Check all those things out. Check everyone's stuff out. And while you're doing that, go check out the Patreon. Link for that down below. Right now, there is a 7-day free trial at the $5 tier. You get access to all the after shows we've done over the past 3 years. And you also get access to the special Patreon Discord channel where we had a 300 plus message conversation today about the future of unMadeGaming, new upcoming projects, all kinds of things planned for the future, new shows, new Patreon-only content, new YouTube stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff that you could be getting your grubby little hands on. And as a reminder, because my community has been yelling at me for it, we have a merch store. If you go to unmadegaming.tv/merch, I think, we have things. You can buy some Atari Twilight stuff. You can buy some Void stuff. You can
also just scroll below. There's a swanky little,
Yeah. You can buy some cool Void stuff. You can buy some cool unMadeGaming stuff, stickers and mugs and hoodies.
That in here.
You can't buy that there. You can buy that directly from
those are only for us.
Yeah. Um,
well,
Just
they're
tease to
available
everybody.
on my website.
Yeah, you can go check out the sweet void patch that Elverneth made. That Elverneth made. Jesus, that Aris made. But that's
Alvernus
it.
does not know how to do graphic design.
That's true. Yeah, I would imagine. If you put a computer in front of her, she'd be very confused. That being said,
Comic Sans, baby.
God. That being said, that's it from us. We'll see you guys next time from Really Shenanigans. From all of us to you, bye-bye.
Papyrus for life.